700 years, 1850 BC to 1000 BC, the great city-states of Athens and Sparta dominated the Greek world. But despite their many similarities, they were also very different. So what was daily life like in each of them? Well, let's find out. In this episode of Life in Ancient Greece, Athens vs. Sparta, Part 1, Athens. Athens was a coastal trading city with an empire that stretched around the Aegean Sea. It was a hub of activity with merchants, sailors, and soldiers coming and going. The economy was based on trade and commerce, which made it one of the wealthiest city-states in ancient Greece. Because of its wealth, Athens was able to support a large population of non-citizens, including slaves and foreigners. This made Athens a melting pot of cultures and ideas, which contributed to its cultural and intellectual achievements. The Athenian Empire reached its peak during the Golden Age under the rule of Pericles. During this time, Athens became the center of the Delian League, a coalition of city-states that were allied against the Persians. The Delian League treasury, which contained vast amounts of money, was moved to Athens for safekeeping, which made the city even wealthier. Athens became a center of learning and philosophy, known for its intellectual and artistic achievements. The Parthenon, a temple dedicated to the goddess Athena, was built during this time and is considered a masterpiece of ancient architecture. Athens was also home to famous philosophers like Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle, who made significant contributions to philosophy and science. In Sparta, life was very different. Men were expected to be strong and disciplined soldiers, while women were expected to be obedient and subservient to men. Slaves called helots were the backbone of Sparta's economy and society, and their labor was essential to the city-state's prosperity. However, they had no rights and were considered property. Government in Athens was a democracy, which gave citizens the right to vote and participate in government. Women, foreigners, and slaves were not allowed to vote. In Sparta, the government was an oligarchy ruled by a small group of elite citizens. Women were not allowed to vote or participate in government. Daily life in Athens was busy and active. The streets were filled with people going about their daily activities, including merchants, artisans, and philosophers. There were many public buildings and monuments, and the city was decorated with statues and paintings. In Sparta, daily life was more regimented and focused on military training. The streets were narrower and more crowded, and there were few public buildings or monuments. The values of Athens and Sparta were also very different. Athens valued freedom, democracy, and the pursuit of knowledge. Sparta valued obedience, discipline, and the pursuit of military excellence. The upbringing of children in Athens and Sparta was also very different. In Athens, children were encouraged to be independent and creative. In Sparta, children were expected to be obedient and to put the needs of the state above their own needs. Both Athens and Sparta made significant contributions to art, literature, and culture. Athens is known for its cultural achievements, including its temples, sculptures, and plays. Sparta's contributions were more military in nature, such as its weapons and its system of training soldiers.